It has been nearly 7 years now since the Delphi murders took place, and now this case is heading to the Indiana Supreme Court before a jury has even had a chance to weigh in on the case.
The man accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German is Richard Allen, but the latest court battle is actually between his original lawyers and the special judge in this case.
And now Indiana Supreme Court is being asked to step in. So new documents filed just today asked the Supreme Court to block certain moves by the judge in this case. And all of this as we expect this hearing for the trial tomorrow morning.
This level of legal fighting is rare in Indiana. So our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel was the first to break this story on 13 News at noon. Bob, what does it mean for the case?
Well, the petition that was just filed with the Indiana Supreme Court is a direct result of the bizarre developments that have happened in the Delphi case over the last few weeks. Last week, the judge appointed 2 new attorneys to take over as Richard Allen's public defenders because she said his original attorney stepped down. Then the original lawyers said they were forced to withdraw against their will, and they filed motions to stay on the case and asked the judge to step down. The judge responded by ordering those new motions to be stricken from the official court records. Monday morning, this petition was filed with the Supreme Court by an entirely different group of attorneys representing Richard Allen. They want the Supreme Court to rule the judge acted inappropriately by removing court records from the file, and they want all the recent court filings reinstated.
So it's really a fancy legal way of saying follow the rules and don't break them again.
Katie Jackson Lindsay is a longtime defense attorney and a former prosecutor. She says today's request filed with the Supreme Court is really to hold the judge accountable for ensuring that important court records are public like the Supreme Court intended.
Those attorneys are not only raising a violation of Richard Allen's rights, they're raising a violation of the rights of the public, because we all have a right to know, to full transparency of our court system. And so to that end, she has not complied with the rules.
The latest court filing includes details about the Delphi legal case we've never seen before, including a recent letter from Richard Allen stating that he wants his original attorneys to continue to represent him. There's also a series of emails between the defense attorneys, the prosecutor, and the judge detailing a recent leak of crime scene photos and how a person believed responsible for the leak just died by suicide. In her response, the judge wrote, "I'm deeply concerned that Mr. Allen's defense is being compromised by all these recent events." Then she ordered the original defense team to stop working on the case. Right now, the defense for Richard Allen, is this just a complete mess and total chaos?
Yes. It is a complete mess and total chaos. And I think because of the attention that this case has received, we're sometimes losing sight of the life and death at the foundation of it, right? You have 2 young girls who lost their lives and their families are hanging in the balance, really wanting justice. You have a man who's been accused of this crime, the most serious crime on our books, who's wanting his day in court. And at every turn, something unusual is happening, something extraordinary is happening. And what we know above all else is that this that is happening now is more than likely going to cause a delay in the proceedings.
The Supreme Court is taking this under advisement, has not yet decided whether it will act on the request filed today. Richard Allen is scheduled to be back in court tomorrow morning, and of course, 13 News will be there.
I know you have the early wake-up call, and
yes.
You'll cover it for us. All right, Bob. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Remember, you can track the Delphi murders case from the very beginning to this latest flurry of legal fighting. It's all at WTHR.com/Delphi.